I'm in the finishing stage on the desk, the maple and cherry desk, and that means shellac for me. I prefer finishing in shellac, and for the last several days I've been brushing on coats of shellac with this brush. Overnight I just keep it in here so I don't let it dry out. And I'm using Seedlac. That's Seedlac. It's a dark shellac, and I mix my own flakes. And I'll show you in a minute how I do that. So I've been painting, and I've got about, I would say, 10 coats of shellac, and I've been sanding every day to flatten the shellac. Now I'm beginning to use a pad like this. Instead of the brush, goes on a little bit smoother with just a pad like this. And then I'm going to do some French polish on the top only, and that will involve another cloth around the pad. But right now I'm just using the pad alone, dipping it into the shellac. And this is the shellac that I'm using, the mixed shellac. And I'm running out, so I need to make some more, and I'll show you how I do that. There are instructions on how to measure and how much of this and how much of that, but I just tend to look at it and feel how it works. And so I'm just pouring in the flakes. They're more like chips. And this is not filtered, cleaned shellac. This is got wax in it, and it's got all kinds of other stuff in it. So I have to filter this after it's in a liquid state. So then I pour a little bit of the flake in there, and then this is shellac reducer. It's alcohol, different kinds of alcohol, and I'll just pour in some amount like that. And I know that's not going to be enough shellac, but I'm going to leave that overnight to soften and so on. And I'll close up the lid. Now I've put some Teflon tape around the threads here on the top of the jar, because it sometimes gets hard to, it tightens up. So I'll just leave that overnight, and then tomorrow I'll filter that shellac into this wide mouth jar, and I'm going to use some of this cloth. I can't think of the cheesecloth. And I put that over the jar and pour this on, and then this is the kind of stuff that it rejects. It's a mess, but it works. And tomorrow I'll go ahead and filter that shellac.